It's been a while. Check out this beautiful spot right here. Man, let's hope we find something right off the bat. You know, right off the bat, like a ball flying off of Ronald Acuna's bat in the first inning, first pitch. For real though, man. They like to get, hype out here. Hey, there's something right there. What's that? Is it ancient? No, it's a different kind of key ring. Old school for real. Wonder what they're going to have out here for us today in this little video I'm making. But I'm not in Macon. Whatever it is, let's hope it's somewhat intact and somewhat major. It's almost like I'm afraid to step in here. Hey, it's solid. Look at those flow marks, though. I mean, there could be anything. It's like a beach out here. It's still wet because it rained. It rained all day yesterday, but it was mostly just like the sprinkles. It wasn't anything like a major. No washouts or anything like that. Let's hope they just washed everything off the tops to give us that chance to see it. Whatever it is out here. Even if it's nothing, it's always quite the experience. Just being out. Let's get to looking. Always looking for that curve out here. There's a curve right there. Broken coat bottle from like 1971. There's another curve. A metal lid. Hey, it's got gold on it. Check that out. Should I keep that just because it's the fake gold for the day? They're probably trying to tell us something. That there's more than just gold out here. Look, that looks as real as you know what. Let's hope it all wasn't emptied out. I'm keeping that. I know. It's just garbage. But it's got gold on it. What was this thing anyway? Hold on. Let me see what this logo says. Hold on. Soft top aluminum. Soft top aluminum. Well, that's cool. I don't have a soft top. I have a hard head. I do. Uh-oh. What's that? It's a, man, okay, cool. All right. Let's hope we find more than just a few sorts of pottery. A few tiny ones. Let's hope we find a lot more and a lot bigger ones. I haven't been out here this early in a while, and it's already like 1 o'clock. 1:30. That probably came from tennis balls or something. I don't know. I can't see what that says right there. 5%, 5.5 cent, 5.5 cents. Georgia something. That's cool though. It's got Georgia on it. Very nice. Keep that as a sign. We got everything right here. We got gold, we got a circle, we got a triangle right there. It's almost like the all-seeing eyes missing at the top. Man. That's exactly what that thing is. That's the Georgia logo right there. The state logo. Look at that thing. If I can zoom in on it. That's the state logo. Never forget a logo. Cents for what? 5.5 cents. Oh, I can see it now. I can see something. 5 1/3 cents. Blah 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 blah. Man, add it to the pocket. That's cool right there. Yeah, but the pockets are waiting to be filled though. They are. They're empty at the moment. That's why we need to find some major things. More than just signs out here. Well, nothing major yet. Been about 5 minutes, but I just stumbled upon it right here. I know it's hard to see at different angles. First piece of pottery of the day. Let's hope that's not going to be the only one that we find. This thing is distorted like you will never believe. I know. Well, it's got a little design on it. I could be wrong though. But definitely worthy to recover. Because everything is worth recovering. Boy, let's hope I'm not going to be too out of breath today. Dang, I can't get over there either. It's too soft right here. I'll sink. I'm just looking for that curve since I know I'm never going to find any points in here. Let's hope they can flip the script on that in the future. We don't see anything laying around on top, you know. But there's something right here I gotta take a look at. To my right, I just caught it with my eye. And I stepped right over it too. It's right there. It's got curves on it. The heck is this thing? That's weird. I've never seen anything like that. It better not be just some random broken bottle. Is it a mason jar or what? It's got 3 rings on it though. I bet it's an insulator. Oh, man. No, it's not an insulator. It's the top of a mason jar. That's still packed. Man, that had me going. You just never know what you're going to find. You think you're going to find some rare bottle. Like Adventure Archaeology or something like that. But, you know, I don't play that game that he does. That game of finding bottles. Another hobby I can't take up. Not enough time for me. That's why the balance is out there on his side of things, you know. Just like all the other ones that, you know, have different interests. We all have to balance out the hobbies amongst everybody who's got similar type hobbies, you know. Hey, there's white. Hold on. It's just a broken piece of quartz. Well, I knew this was going to happen right here at this spot. Another tiny little sword. You can barely see it. Part of another bowl. Where the heck are the real things at, though? I mean, I know this is real. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like the ones that are half intact, you know, fully intact. Rum. 1/5 of rum? 1/5. Maybe I read that wrong. No, that's not a point. It looks like one though. Let's pick it up and look at it. Not even close. Well, it's close in a different way. That's one heck of a washout landslide right here. Look at that. Man, that's about 12 to 13 feet, but it's beautiful. Look at those layers of sand right there in the clay soils. That's crazy though. I mean, I can't even get up there to study it. Look at that. You know what that's going to do to us. You know how soupy this is going to be. And you'll never get out either. Maybe I'll climb around the side right here, see something white. I don't know if it's going to be safe or not. Ooh, boy. It could be solid underneath though, but yeah, it might be kind of solid, but I'm already up here. I'm looking. There's white right there. It's a perfect piece of white quartz. I'm definitely itching to find something major in places like this. I mean, look at this little black layer right here. This could be a burn layer that's 944 years old. Could just be ancient soils, you know, and that's it. But if that was really a true burn layer, then there would be something attached. Hold on. Nothing. other things falling out. That's so cool. Thousands of years of history. Natural history right here. Gotta love it. Yeah, this is strange to me, alright. I mean, they went buck wild out here with the waters. They washed out a lot of things. But how did I find the same rock I found out here about a month and a half ago? Before the washouts. That's what gets me though. I know it's the pressures of the water holding things down. You know, like a WCW wrestler. Like Roman Reigns or something holding you down on a mat. They were holding down on that rock until it got up and escaped. Man. But those days of finding those Roman aged pots out here in this part of the state, they will be coming back for sure. Wonder where they all went. That's new. Wishful thinking. When are we ever going to have that fun, you know? That major recovery. Probably nothing but a bunch of little shards up in here too. You know, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm looking for the impossible. I'm looking for the impossible to let me know that the impossible is always possible. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. And I'm always looking for it. Is that an old school brick? Could be. That's cool. Even that's rubbed down and broken. Hey, it's not a rock this time. Or is it? Let's wash it off and take a look. Oh, pretty. Red on the inside, dark on the outside. Check that thing out. Beautiful. What a piece indeed. Well, all I know is it comes from somewhere. But that's the truth about everything that exists everywhere in the universe. Everything's got to come from somewhere, no matter what it is. Well, dang. Let's hope that's not a rock. I see some looks like it's got a leg on it. I'm not really sure though. Hold on. It could just be a piece of soil or a rock or something. Oh no, I see specks in it. I see specks in it. This is going to be my first leg in about a year. Oh yes it is. The day just got better. Dang. When I say dang, I always mean that in a good way. I don't mean it in a bad way. Boy. About dang time. Another one out here. Beautiful. Perfect craftsmanship out here. A few hundred years old. Which way did it go though? That way? Or this way? What a great recovery. I know it's just flattened clay soils with a little check design on it, fabric design. Something about the legs though. Well, it's the beginning of the pot. Yes. About dang time, got another one of these things too. Heck, no, I'm not more excited because I found a busted PVC pipe. You guys crazy. I mean, look at that. Dang. I need as many as that I can get my hands on when it comes to these things right here. That sculptural thing is going to be off the chain for real. I gotta have enough to make it though, or make a couple of them. And that's a nice one. But not as nice as the leg we found. Can't believe it. Got another spot right here. Check this out. Dang. Man. This bank right here was right on that edge. You're talking about a good 17 feet where the bank used to be. And they washed this thing out. Man. And there's a humongous chestnut oak on top of us. Right here. Look how big this chestnut oak is. Man. Quite the washout. I know she's going to be coming down in about another year or two, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how many more floods they have out here. But that's not what I'm interested in right now at the moment. It's this right here. There's the clay layer right there. Look at that. It's exactly what I want to see. Ancient timber right here. I bet it still smells like it did a few hundred years ago, maybe a few thousand years ago. No, it doesn't. Thought it was going to smell like cedar or cypress or something. No, I'm not trying to pull it out. I just want to see how snug it is down there. That thing's been under the lands just like that. That could be. Like that. Man. could be well over a few hundred years old right here. Maybe even more than that. It's exactly what I want to see right there. Another great find for the day. Nothing like that time. Seriously though, I don't know what I expect to find in places like this. I mean, it's not like I have a backhoe where I can dig, 50 feet. That's why I love wells. Because I can look down at the layers. I want to get down in some wells. I know that'll never happen. Like someone lower me down. They'll never pull me back up. I know they won't. They'll just leave me down there. But just to see how far, dirt goes down in certain locations. I mean, that could be a burn layer right there, a burn spot. Right there. It's nothing like natural history, geologic history. Sorry for the boring video. But I love this kind of stuff. Always did, always will. I know it's barely a dent out here where I'm now. When it comes to scale of things, you're only looking at about maybe 10 feet deep right here. How old is how old? I mean, how deep? How deep is how old? Nothing here though when it comes to human history that I know of. It'd be nice to find something though for a change. This is another reason why it's great to go backwards and try to look where you didn't look earlier, but I stepped right over it. There are my footsteps right there. And I never saw this thing. Look, there's the green bottle right there. And I stepped right over here about 30 minutes ago, but then I'm coming backwards now. I see some of the curve on it, but it's not reflective. It's not reflecting like a glass bottle. Hold on. It's got a curve on it. Now that's what I'm talking about. Another great find. Check that thing out. I think I have another one right here. Could be another piece of a crock or something. I see a design on something. Yeah, that's one right there. I missed another one. But I'm getting it now. Look at that. That's got to be one. Hold on. Man, I haven't found this much pottery in this creek in about a year and a half, 2 years. Dang. Perfect. Great recoveries today when it comes to the ancient stuff. Probably nothing. I just want to look. Wistful thinking. Could just be a rock. Maybe not. Man. No marbles in this one. Let's toss this one back up in the land so they can hold on to it for another 200 years or something. I won't be taking this as too modern. It's only from like the 60s or 70s anyway. Could be from the late 50s. It's not old as I'd like. Don't crap y'all draws. The heck is this thing right here? It's plush. And I'm not talking about like the nightclub in Buckhead from back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Club plush. What the? Let me add this thing to the pocket. It's just a piece of garbage, that's all. You guys gonna say that's Da Vinci style. Iridescent? Glittery? Look at that masterpiece right there. Look at that. You can only see it at different angles. That's cool. Could be the find of the day. Just kidding. Dang, it's like artificial turf. It feels like artificial turf. That's crazy. Ima- Imagine like a college field. College baseball field. Imagine a college baseball field. Or an MLB team. With iridescent rainbow colored iridescent artificial turf. Look at the effect you would get though. Dang, you would bring in the crowds like crazy. You'd have a sellout every single night. Man, thank the Lord we found this thing right here. I'm looking. This might be the best gravel bar so far today. In this little short trip out here. I haven't even looked over there yet, but check this thing out. My left hand, it was in the sandbar over here to my left. Hold on, I don't want to lose a spot. Listen to me sound like I'm in New York City trying to find a parallel parking spot, which you would never find. You talk about finding something impossible. And I've never been to NYC. Never have. But something else in my left hand came from NYC. Or, up in that location. A baby food jar, possibly, I don't know, but it's got embossing on it. Cheese broth, chest broth, manufacturing company, CE, CD, C something, CG, New York. Definitely adding this to the pocket. I know it's modern, probably from 1984. Cheese bro, chest bro. Cool find for the day. Dang it. I'm a dumb A for real though. I just kicked something. I think I stepped on it or kicked it. It didn't budge, but I broke off a piece. Hold on, let's not break that thing right there. And I looked at it for a good 30 seconds though. Oh dang, I just broke off a piece of pot right here. A shard. It's not even budging, it's right here. I tried to move it with my fingers and it didn't budge. So it's down in there pretty good. Dang it, I just busted. Well, you're going to say Da Vinci would have been busted anyway later. You had a sharp tip sticking up on it. break it anymore. I'm clumsy sometimes when it comes to recovery. The heck is that thing? Is that a shell? Oh, it's a piece of a bowl. And I just busted a little bit off of it, don't I? Oh no, you're right. You're right. The top would have been busted off anyway. The little portion, that doesn't make that big of a difference on it though. Another little short for today. No design on it though. I can feel that there's no design on it. Yeah, boy. Should have never kicked it though. Another great find. And that's a thick one too. Strong. Gotta be more careful out here. Oh, nothing. Too big to be anything. I just got finished saying something right here. And someone over here to the right said yes in a manly voice. A masculine voice. You want to know what I said to myself? I said there's nothing worse than breaking time. And someone to the right of me over there on the other side of the creek, someone said yes. Sounded just like that. Nothing worse than breaking time. They know the truth out here. They know what broken time is. I know what it is too in a different way. Like I tell you this all the time. One of the details of time itself is the moving waters, the waters of eternity. And when you stop them, that breaks time. I mean, look at that time. It's going backwards and forwards at the same time. But it's always in motion. Most of the time it is, especially when it comes to the line work out here. The lines that you have to seek to understand what time is. Within all the lands of time, the sands of time, whatever. And when you dam up the waters, you break time. And they don't like that. They don't. Time is supposed to keep on going, but when you stop it, that's a problem. I know technically when you build a dam, you don't really technically, you freeze time in a different way. You stop it, you slow it down to dam it up. But you also keep it going through the dam itself to the other side of things. A new time. Time continues in a sense, but you put a break in it though. You put a big you put a big wall out there to break the time. Truth is always told out here. But it wasn't captured here when I got that EVP. It was somewhere else, another body of water when I was on the kayak. When they said time is broken. Now this is something you don't see every day. The heck is that thing? Calculator. Part of a litter box. Dang. That's a cool... Man, don't tell me this is birth control. Birth control pills? Maybe not. Let's add this weird thing to the pocket. Why would I keep it? You're going to say, Da Vinci, why don't you research the patent number? They'll tell you exactly what it is. Slide case. Burlex Laboratories. I bet it is birth control pills. We're just looking at it on the wrong side. Protect from light by closing slide case after each use. Whatever it is, you got to slide it out. Don't crap your drawers like I did when you see it. Man. Let me back up and give you this perspective that I was looking at, man. Dang. And it's part of a tree. Man, you guys are crazy out here playing with us like that, man. I know they're saying my day is coming. My day is coming when I keep collecting more of the most magnificent. Well, I think this might be it. Nothing for the past 30 minutes. Everything I kicked up so far has been nothing but glass, looking like curves of pottery and stuff like that. And then it's just one little tiny piece left out here. I mean, for today, that is. It's going to keep coming from somewhere, though. Let's go and leave this one out here. I'll let you know if I spot something else. Go ahead and grab it. Dang, that's a nice one, too. It's not often that I run up on some turkey vultures feeding on something. There's like 7 or 8 right there, way up there. They're picking on something. Almost afraid to find out. Alright, so far so good. I don't see anything. Maybe they caught the snake. Maybe it was a snake that they're feeding on. Oh crap, there's like 50 of them out here. Jeez. What the heck is going on out here in this party? Imagine if they flew off at one time. Hold on. Make sure that's not a soapstone bowl. Make sure it is one. Oh, hello. You're cute. Let me get a good picture of you right quick. Oops, never mind. You had other plans. Dang. Check that out. There's like 50 of them out here. On both sides of the creek. They're just chilling. Usually they're up in the trees. What the heck they're waiting on? I guess they're trying to tell us that it's time for me to go. I wonder if they're waiting on me. Let's hope they're not trying to protect something, if you know what I mean. Don't worry about me, babies. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm not. I'm just curious. I just want to make sure it's not human. Landscaping for real. Whatever it is, it's not here anymore. See you back at the studio. Historic and interesting. That's all that matters, really. Let's take a look. Not a bad day at all. Especially when it comes to the historical items. You know, the pottery. Look at them things right there. And the other things too. Yeah, I know modern. Probably extremely modern. Haven't Googled that thing yet. Should have done it after I found it. Probably 1977. 2001. 1961. Don't know until I look it up. There's nothing on the bottom though. Fake gold. Georgia something. Raid. 5 1/3 cents. Aluminum soft top. Whatever that is. Everything comes from a long way, I guess. Hope you like my little amateur idea when it comes to the AstroTurf. That's exactly what this is. Artificial turf. Just more artistic. Glitterized. Turn a baseball field into a nightclub. Gotta hang on to the broken pipe pieces. It all supposed to go together one way or another. I mean, it all blends. It all blends like a key. I mean, we can do this forever, though. We could. Modern. Talk about modern. Wonder where the kids are at today. If there were any kids. Looks like birth control pills. Probably from 1991, 1988. Got those perfect proportions on one side. All made for a lady. And most of this is made by a lady. Or ladies. There's the top of a bowl or something. Got the brim where they pinched it with their little hands. This has got ancient ash on it, on the outside of it. Looks like it came straight from the fire pit. The garbage pile. But this is not garbage. None of this is. That is. But would it be garbage 750 years from now? Would it be? No, it wouldn't. Hey, look, there's an X. Where's the table at that it's set on? Look at those wear marks right there, the base of it, where it's been rubbing against something. Enough rubbing for now. Hope you enjoyed the adventure as always. It's always interesting. See you in the next video.